Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Seminoles will kick this away to get us going here. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense trots out there to open this game. Look, we've seen teams have great success going to the portal and coming up with a difference maker at running back. This guy certainly has that kind of potential.
You know, he had a chance to look around and go to several different schools. He thought his skill set fit best here, and now he gets a chance to show what he can do within this offense starting today.
From the shotgun. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches, because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They break it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Can he make it to the marker? Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. He shreds the tackle. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
To keeper trying to get to the marker. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
A quick throw out left, complete. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Too much speed for the defense. Here's the point after attempt.
This is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
What a catch! Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. First down here for this offense. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Fighting off the defender.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for first down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is, leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, they're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. first play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the kick.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Craig.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Headed for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Noles hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he seems able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. That's caught. It's Pena. It's a nice game. He moved the football up to the 27. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Could take it all the way. At the 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And handoff as they run the counter play. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. And now the defense able to bring him down. The offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Craig. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And he's got it, no problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion of the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Can he get there on the ground? He's found some room at the 45. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. Play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left for a quick throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He makes the grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Running back with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure the defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. It's a quick grab. Wow. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Makes the grab. It's Pena. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Linebacker shifting around now. as we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun now, there's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find a rhythm. Now we got a 4th down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Brad?
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Dropping back. It's Rhodes. He escapes the pocket. It's reeled in. It's Craig. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. Puts some space around the 30. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. The Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And this pass is caught. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Looking to throw again. Nice grab. It's Pena. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they come roaring back now. Now the all-important extra point. Up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Riding away with a running game. It's a 2-yard gain, second and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Brought down after a short. But the pick sets up his offense.
That's it. Decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Coach.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Notre looking to create better field position. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 41. Excellent starting field position. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46. Clock stops officially. 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Knoll starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the tailback's got it again. He's got the first and still going. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Seminoles line it up with 1st and goal. Caught by the receiver. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the defense wraps him up.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Clutch kick to take the lead. Now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. And the kick is a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job on the kick return at that time. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Well, For based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in